About 25 years ago, I see this picture of the Nativity. Joseph is standing in the foreground holding baby Jesus. Mary is in the background sleeping on the hay, and just looked like such a natural situation. And then as I would see paintings of Mary and Joseph traveling to Bethlehem alone, Mary riding on a donkey, I just never found that to be true. That was a long, dangerous journey. I can't believe that Joseph would take Mary by himself on a donkey. And I've been 9 months pregnant. I'm not riding on any donkey. I would much rather walk, or perhaps Joseph got a cart. And then several years ago, I hear a sermon about the Magi, and that the Magi were not at the manger. Scriptures say that the Magi found the mother and the child at the house. Well, you would never call a barn a house, and so that tells us that the child was a couple years old, and then that's why Herod would have killed all the babies under 2 years old, because they presumed Jesus was 2 years old. And I've been studying the Bible since 1991 for 20 years under Precept Ministries out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. So I feel like I have the biblical knowledge to support my imagination in writing this book. So then finally, during Christmas vacation in 2009, I started writing this book. All these thoughts have been running through my head for so long, I said, all right, that's it, I'm going to start writing. And I sat with my fingers on the computer, and the words just flowed. And so that's why I really believe that God inspired me to write this book, because it just flowed out of me. First and foremost, I want God to be glorified through His own words. I want the reader to be captivated as they travel back in time and relive the events of these ordinary people whom God chose to deliver His most precious gift to mankind. It was an enormously difficult task that God asked of Mary to do, and Mary and Joseph to do. Can you imagine being the foster father of the Son of God? And because the story is so familiar, it runs the danger of being very passive, that you read it year after year, and you just don't think too much about it. And that's what I want the reader to come away with. I want you to think that these were ordinary people. What would you have done? So that's what I want you to come away with after reading my book.